So the gym is actually not too packed right now, which is awesome. We're gonna start off with back. We're gonna do some lat pull downs for 3 sets, and then maybe move on to maybe a crossover type of lat pull down as well, and then do some rows after. But we're gonna try to go as hard as we can on this one. Let's see how many we can get. We're trying to aim for around 6 to 10. All right, let's do our second set now. Try to aim for 8 again on this one. We went down from 75 pounds to 70, so we'll see how many we can get on this next one. I dropped 5 pounds just because I want to make sure on this next set I'm able to get at least a solid 8. Um, so we'll see how this one feels, and then we either drop to 65 or we do like a pull up. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, let's go ahead and now do some cross body lat pull downs. So we're gonna keep it cross body here, go all the way up, get a really good stretch, and then pull back. Whenever you want to do these, you want to make sure that you're not pulling with your arm, but you're pulling with your elbow, so that way you can get more lat activation. But see how I do it and see if you want to implement it to your routine. All right, let's do our second set of these crossbodies, whatever the hell they're called. Honestly, I have no idea. I'm just gonna call them crossbody um, lat pull downs. We'll always start off with our left side because that's the weaker side, and then whatever we get on this side, we'll go on this side. Think I got it. We'll see. Oh. Okay. Let's do our first set of rows. We're gonna be primarily focusing on our upper back, so we're gonna be pulling our elbows a little bit higher than usual, and we're gonna probably do these for 2 sets. Aim from 8 to 10. See as many as we can get, and then maybe do one more, or maybe do 2 more, and then we'll move on to another type of row for a little bit of our lower back. Let's go ahead and now do our last set of no. Let's go ahead and do the second set of rows and see how many we can get. We're still aiming from either 6 to 10. And I'm gonna do this one first because my little brother went to the bathroom, and so I'm just gonna do this one real quick and then move on to the next one. Okay, let's move on to another type of row. We're actually gonna do it with two handles. We're gonna be aiming for our lower back, so we're gonna be keeping them a little bit, our elbows a little bit more in and a little bit lower, a little bit higher. Okay, we're gonna drop set this next one. I'm thinking maybe from 60 to maybe 50, and then maybe like 4 to 5. Let's do our first set of lateral raises with the cable machine. Honestly, you're gonna keep seeing these because these are the best when it comes to building that side delt. So if you're looking to get really big arms, or really big shoulders, you want to make sure you're incorporating these lateral raises into your split. You want to put it around arm length here, so that way it can be on a good path up and down as you're doing your set. We're going to start off with our right because we have been neglecting it a bit compared to my left shoulder. Let's move over to our left arm now and try to go for the same amount of reps as that last one. And we're sticking to the same weight. We're doing 20s, and then maybe we'll do these for 3 or maybe 4 sets, most likely 4 sets. Actually, we're starting off with our right hand. Before I forget, I've been neglecting the right hand, which kind of sucks. So we're going to try to get this one to catch up a little bit to the left. Let's use our belt. Okay, I think I got 6 on that one. With I think like 2 partials. So what I'm gonna do on the next is I think I'm gonna go down to 17.5. So that way I can get a solid 8 on the next side. We'll see how that goes. We're gonna just match this left side, and then my little brother goes next. Third set of lateral raises with the cable machine. We're gonna do this one, and then we're gonna do maybe dumbbells just to finish it off, just to change it a little bit. We kind of been doing on that a little bit of that pattern where we're starting off with the cable machine lateral raises and then we go on to dumbbells. So that's been pretty good. So we're gonna do these and then we'll probably move on to rear delts with the same machine. So we moved from 20 to 17. We're still gonna go hard on these. Let's see how it goes. Actually, I forgot. I am starting with my right. Keep forgetting. Okay, we got 10 on that one, so that means we have to get 10 on the next one. Let's go ahead now and do our last set of lateral raises. We're going to do it with dumbbells, just to change it up, not for any particular reason. So we're gonna do these, and then we're gonna move on to our rear delts. So let's see how this goes. So it's typically how I'm setting up. Instead of having them here and I'm just pushing this way, I kind of set them this way, right here, almost right beside me, and I just push it up this way. I'm almost creating almost like a Y when I'm doing it, like that. So let's see how many we can do, and then move on to rear delts. Okay, let's go ahead and now move on to our last back exercise or shoulder exercise, which is going to be our rear delt. We're going to be sitting sideways like this to get a really, really good stretch at the end. And we're going to go a little bit lighter and then maybe do 3 to 4 sets. Let's see how this goes. Okay, let's go ahead and now do the second set. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully, it goes well. We're gonna go drop down a little bit of weight here, just so I can really focus on using that rear delt. Let's finish our third set. I might do a fourth set after this third one, just because this one feels pretty good. I'm thinking we're gonna stay around the same weight, which was on here it's 60 pounds, and then either stay for that one for the last one, or possibly um, move down. We'll see. We'll see how that one feels. Oh. Oh my god. I want to be fucking done. We're actually going to do one more just to finish it off and then do a pose down. I'm thinking maybe we'll stick to the same way, but instead of doing it single arm, we're probably going to do it double just so we can kind of finish it faster. And instead of doing it sideways, we're just doing it regular. But we're going to grab it from the end here instead of grabbing it from where you actually grab it on the handle, because if you grab it from the end, you get a bigger stretch. You push it all the way forward. Take your shoulders. Let's do the side double bicep. You want to do it with this side or the other side? Let's do it this side and then the other side. All right. This way. One, two. That's good. Let's go. All right, we just got done with our workout. We did pretty good damage. We destroyed our back and our shoulders. Today we didn't have the ideal pre-workout, but it's okay. It's okay. We ended up going a little bit of ghost energy. We typically don't. We're typically not drinking ghost just because it's not the best pre-workout, and it doesn't have some of the minerals that you need for to help you at the gym. So this was kind of our last resort until we wait for our shipment from Costco that should be coming in next week. We typically do the Hyde blueberry pre-workout, and we get a really good deal from Costco. So we've been getting that. We've been using that for the past 4 months, and we've been liking it. You know, it has all the good ratios of what we need in a pre-workout. So we've been kind of sticking to that. And kind of a little bit of a side note is to also don't fall for any of the scams when it comes to really expensive pre-workouts. Just because a lot of the times it's the marketing, and you don't need to overspend on a pre-workout. Honestly, you just sometimes you can even take a caffeine pill, and that should still be good. And then take a beta alanine scoop that you can buy from NutriCost, for example, on Amazon. If you really wanted to, you can kind of create your own pre-workout. So just don't fall for any of those really overpriced pre-workouts. Try to do your research, see what you want and the type of ratios that you want for a pre-workout and what's good, and then see what best deals you can have. One thing, what you can find, I mean, one thing I will say is that some pre-workouts taste so bad. The one we recently finished was the Lejean pre-workout, and I think we got the cherry flavor, and it was the most nastiest pre-workout we've ever tried. It was so bad. It was such a bad pre-workout. But we ended up finishing it, and it was kind of like a last resort thing as well because we're still waiting for our shipment from Costco. So we're glad that we at least finished it. But I think that I'm gonna end up ordering another pre-workout in the meantime, because that Costco shipment is coming in a little bit late, and we can't go to the gym without a pre-workout. Honestly, when I'm working throughout the day, I sometimes need energy. Around the evening is usually when I go to the gym, and sometimes I need a little bit more energy because I'm working earlier in the day. But yeah, today was a really good day. I've been really liking my back days and my shoulder days recently. It's our second favorite movement that we do, or exercise or body part, I guess you would say. Um, right now, our favorite is leg day and bicep day, just because it's such a good, it's such a challenging body part to do when you're working out on your legs, and so it feels like an accomplishment when you're deep in a squat or a hack squat, and then you're able to push it up. It feels like an accomplishment. So leg day has been one of our favorites right now. But right now, back is creeping up a little bit. Back is creeping up just because I also started changing my form, and I became way more stricter with the type of form I'm performing with my rows. Just because with before, what I was doing is I was kind of swinging a little bit at the end when I was reaching my body, and I feel like that was taking a little bit of tension off of my back, and I wasn't getting a really good squeeze. And so now what I'm doing is I'm sticking my body a little bit more forward and making sure that my elbows are passing my body when I'm pulling back, and making sure that I'm not swinging at all, and I am. Sorry, I need to merge real quick. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, so I just been changing my rows, just so I can feel a lot better. And honestly, they've been awesome. They've been awesome. I've been feeling the squeeze. I've been feeling the squeeze and the really good stretch. And we're gonna be experimenting with different types of rows as we kind of go along. With this cut, we're not really going to expect to, let's say, break any PRs or get stronger, really, because we're gonna be in a deficit, in our body. Um, can't really grow muscle or build muscle when it's in a caloric deficit. It's usually when you're in a surplus. So we're not expecting to break any PRs, to get any stronger. We're really just trying to maintain as much muscle as possible, so that when we do get healed, we look as freaky as possible. And that's kind of what we're aiming for. Look super veiny, super uh, for lack of better term, well, what can I say? I can't even think of a term, but just super lean, and I just want to look freaky, and I think that's kind of what I'm aiming for. So I'm slowly cutting down my calories, so that way I am not starving and I keep as much muscle as possible. And I'll start incorporating a little bit more cardio as we go along. Tomorrow we're going to do leg day again for our second leg day. We're most likely going to be doing squats, but we're going to be doing them with the Smith machine. We're not going to be doing them with any knee sleeves or anything, because because of my tattoo, I can't really wear that, so it's just gonna be we're just gonna be hitting it raw, to be honest. But that's what we're gonna do. So we'll see how that feels tomorrow. It's been feeling pretty good. The last leg that we did with hack squats, not using any knee sleeves, honestly felt really good, and my knees weren't hurting, so that's a good sign. Before I was using my knee sleeves because my right knee was hurting a little bit, but as I started fixing my mobility, it kind of went away, which is good. I was getting a little bit nervous and a little bit worried because I was like, what if I can't squat anymore? That's gonna suck. Or what if I can't do leg day? I'm gonna look super weird. So I'm just super happy that that pain went away and I kind of fixed my mobility with my hips, my squat form, etc. I also looked at a YouTuber. Shout out to Knees Over Toes. Honestly, when I looked at his stuff and how to increase mobility, that's what fixed it. Literally, that's what fixed it was mobility. And ever since then, I don't have any knee pain. It only took a few months for it to kind of like strengthen up a bit or whatever was like weaker, and it just got so much better. So if you ever want to check out any good recommendations from someone that knows their stuff, Knees Over Toes is a good person to take a look at if you want to take a look at mobility for your knees, for your ankles, etc. Okay, so enough talking. We just got home, or we're about to get home. We're actually stopping by Pet Food Express to pick up some cat food for the cats, and then we're gonna head home, eat something, and then just try to get some rest. I'll see everyone tomorrow. Have a good one, everyone.